This communication is in extreme confidence because, frankly, I need help. Superman's body has disappeared from the Fortress of Solitude. Someone accessed the fortress via the Phantom Zone projector and took him. Even departed, Superman's body could be weaponized, so I must recover it. I'll meet you in the Phantom Zone.
Hello everyone, this is Shadow Dragon recording again from the test server because there's a whole bunch of stuff to cover, and I was kind of caught by surprise. I didn't think they were going to put the Superman stuff up quite yet because they just put the summer items up, as well as some new artifact content. But we'll just concentrate on the Superman stuff for this video. And then I'll run down through the entire patch notes at the end. So you heard the intro from Supergirl there. This is where the story is starting to vary a little bit from the original. So obviously it wasn't going to go into Reign of the Supermen because that whole thing already happened and was acknowledged. So Superman already died based on the comics before, and then he came back. Because obviously we have Steel in the game, we have Superboy, and we have Hank Henshaw, who's already like part cyborg. So since that's already acknowledged, this is where it's starting to stray off into something else. So they brought Superman's body back after the raid to the Fortress of Solitude to probably try to regenerate him, but it was stolen and we're going off to the Phantom Zone. So let's take a look at the on-duty menu first. So according to the notes, this is listed under level 10. It's not a tiered thing. It's not going to be under events because while it's scaled like an event, this is permanent content, so it's always going to be under one player. And that's also why the 8 players, the raid is here, because it's permanent content, even though it's not really tier 2. They should probably put like a level 10 category here. Now the weird thing about this is there's no T9 version, but yet with the raid there is, so I'm not sure why that's not consistent, because there's certainly more holes in the solo. Like there's only one solo here, but we already have T9 raids. Alright, so let's take a look at this.
You made it. Oracle's remotely controlling the Phantom Zone projector back on Earth. She's going to pull us out once we have Cal's body back. He and I have a literal army of enemies here, so be on guard.
Okay, that's just a soda vendor. Actually, I'm curious to see what soda they sell. Soda Cola Extreme. So I wonder if you can even get this if you're level 10. Okay, so this appears to be new. Let's see if there's anything around here first.
Assessment 239
audio recordings seem to be talking about Doomsday. It's definitely not Zod. Thank Rao. Let's keep searching for Cal's body.
Wait, I'm just checking if I have the probiotic just in case. I mean, I don't think this is Doomsday content, but just in case.
You It's not too late to surrender. No more.
I think my loadouts are bugged. I mean, they're actually there. The items are there, but they're just showing as blank.
We won't surrender to you.
Stand down!
That's it.
Back off!
Damn you for this. Hold it.
And it looks like these consoles are acting like the investigation.
Assessment 239 AM. The creature has been prepared for optimal deployment of the spores of the Earth City Metropolis. That city will become a festering wound that will spread across Kal-El's home planet, but this is secondary to my main objective. I will make the descendants of the House of El suffer as I have.
Destroying Metropolis wasn't enough? How much more can Superman suffer? He's already gone! I hope I'm wrong, but this definitely sounds like someone my mother once spoke of.
And this looks like the tunnels in the Phantom Zone alert.
We will not surrender. Damn you for this.
Assessment 239
We
AM.
fight for our freedom.
Hey, this could be a reverse of the Phantom Zone alert. I'm not too familiar with that one actually, but I do recognize this. Yeah, this is just a reverse of the alert. Because we're back in the tunnels after the outside again.
I need backup!
We won't surrender to you.
So if that's the case, the final part of this, the final boss should be like that Cosm area where we fought Jor-El in the alert. That is if they keep it the same length. Okay, well there's Superman's body, so looks like we're ending in the middle of the map.
There's his body. He's strung up on display. I need to get him.
Move no further, Kara Soil. You will not interfere.
Saw, do. I knew you were low, but planicide and grave robbing? You're a monster.
Your cousin appeared dead to human and Kryptonian eyes alike. And that is how my doomsday blade was designed for it to seem. So he can suffer here in the Phantom Zone for all eternity as I did.
Too bad you didn't plan on us coming here and stopping you.
Oh, but I did. And now that you've arrived, the last two of the House of El will be trapped here by the Phantom King forever.
Okay, I don't recognize that character, so I'll have to look him up. But I'm just going to take a look around. I'm sure they're going to add something interesting around here. Because, like, if I just went through this without, interacting with anything, it seems pretty short. So I wonder what they're going to do in this fight. Okay, some computers turned on. Disable yellow sun. So let's go ahead and try that. Okay, so a counter is enough to do that. It looks like Supergirl draws some of the aggro. It looked like his skull attack completely missed. But this guy does have a ton of health. Definitely have to look at feats, because I'm sure there's like one probably for the thing I just did, interacting with those consoles. And then there's probably another to not do that. Or it might be like a 2-run feat. But I don't see anything else in the room. Okay, it doesn't miss, it looks like it misses. Yeah, but there doesn't look like anything else inside the room to make this fight more interesting. I don't know, maybe the feat menu will reveal something.
Superman! Hang on! We're gonna get you out of here! Help me get him down while I contact Oracle. Oracle, open the portal out of the Phantom Zone. We found him. We've got him.
Roger, Kara. I'm uplinked to the Fortress's Sunstone mainframe. Triggering the projector now. Bring our boy in blue home.
Okay, so we have more Metropolis signs. Exit Phantom Zone, that's it. Alright, let's take a look at the feats. Okay, all this stuff is
I can't
old.
thank you enough for all you've done. You stood by Superman when he needed you most, and risked your life to protect him. You acted just like he would have. He and I may be the last generation of the House of L, but you're a part of our family now.
Okay, so it looks like there's two things here. I didn't complete any of them, did I? Oh wait, I did. Okay, so there's this one, lights out. In the last Son of Krypton solo mission, turn off all the projectors. Yep, that's as expected. So the normal way to run it is to interact with all of them. Let's see what else there is. Okay, so here's the run for leaving them all on. So I imagine he's going to be harder if you leave them all on, because this one's 2-star and that's 1-star. See, with these kind of feats, I wish they would combine them into one feat. The reason for that is, like, the run where you're supposed to do things normally, I don't consider that a feat. Because if you run something normal, it's not, like, out of the ordinary or hard. So that, like, these should either not exist or be comboed in with these for, like, multiple runs. So basically that was a freebie one. Alright, so there's another one here in the last Son of Krypton solo mission. Defeat 111 Kryptonian prisoners. So that's going to be like one of those grindy counter ones. Probably not too bad, because it seemed like there were a lot of ads in there. So this will probably complete, like, maybe in a week or two. So yeah, it doesn't look like they added too much here. But let's go to the vendor and let's see if we can pick up some of the new items. So according to the website, there's a Daily Planet globe and a Superman base statue, but the Superman statue is not working yet.
Hello, combatant. You authorized number of
So here's the Daily Planet replica. I didn't show the rubble last time, so let's get that. And the rest is old stuff. And there is supposed to be a feat for collecting both the Daily Planet and the Superman statue, but there's no, since the statue's not ready, we won't be able to see that feat. I'm kind of hoping there's both like a base size one and a League Hall one. Because it would be cool to get like League Hall versions of the, the entire Trinity eventually, but Superman for now. Alright, so the rubble, you've seen that before, probably from other videos. That is just a 3D version of the famous comic book cover. Let's put the Daily Planet replica here. So it's just the globe. And it's animated. Alright, so this is a pretty small edition, but like when you look at the three parts together, it's sort of, it's definitely a good addition to the permanent collection of DCUO. Okay, so let's go ahead and run down the entire patch notes. So the solo Last Son of Krypton you just saw, it is only a level 10. I'm kind of hoping they make a T9 version, just because we had the raid as a T9, and there's only one solo, so we could use this as a solo. Alright, so there's the new base items, which you saw one of. For housing, they optimized the server performance, so there should be nothing noticeable. It's just that we should just, make sure everything works. I'm not quite sure what's going on with these loadouts, or if it's even related to the housing, but I didn't have them during the battle. Yeah, I can't pop them for some reason. Oh, maybe I just have to re-equip them. Okay, so something's going on with my armory. Okay, so now they're there. Okay, so let's see. For episode 31, they fixed an issue where the Spindrift style shoulder was not displaying the emblems correctly. I actually have that here, I think. I didn't come across this problem, but I mean, I didn't play with it that much. I mean, it looks fine there. Alright, for summer seasonal, NPCs now take expected level of damage from players in daily missions. Didn't know what that was, but I did hear reports of them, the NPCs getting one-shotted. So, if you remember last year when we had this, it was still during the AM era. They hadn't given us the stats revamp yet. So that's probably what busted this. And for artifacts, they added 2 more levels to it. I'll try to go more in depth in a separate video, because there's definitely a lot more to that. That's constitutes its own video. Doomed Metropolis added safeguards to prevent grouped cross-faction players from being sent to incorrect mission hub if they used a teleporter near Lois. Yeah, I actually reported this, but I didn't know what caused it. Because it happened like sometimes to me, but not all the time. Because there's only one portal at Lois, and depending on which faction you're on, it's supposed to send you to the base camp of that faction. But a couple times when I went in, it went to the wrong faction. Like I was on my villain and it got sent to the hero camp, and then you would immediately just get bounced out of there. But now that they mention this, I may have been grouped when I did that. And that's weird though, because you're not grouped with the other faction, so. And a list of known issues, Superman statue not appearing, and objective description under Last Son of Krypton is inaccurate. What does that actually say? Well, I probably don't have the mission, because I just completed it. Alright, so I thought I'd tack on the version of the last boss fight where we're not going to interact with the consoles. So the feat is called Shine On, You Crazy Phantom. So we're just going to take a look at how hard it is. We'll skip the cutscene. I also want to see what we can do with his skull attack, like if we could counter it or if we could dodge it. Because that there's inconsistent messaging like about skulls, where like some of them you're supposed to lunge and some you're not. Okay, so he's going for the sunlight. Let's try to dodge it. He's definitely stronger, but I'm wondering if it makes a difference if he's standing in the sunlight. So I'm just trying to lead him out of it. Okay, let me see what happens if I let him walk into it. Okay, he is healing. He does heal. Okay, so you can't let him touch those. Oh, so this is gonna suck if you're not a tank. Yeah, there's kind of no way to pull him out. And then Supergirl kind of leaves him there, that kind of lodges him in there. There we go. So we do want to body block him in case he goes for it. And the skull could be countered. It's like Mera and Ocean Master, where like sometimes the counter works.
Hang on! We're gonna get you out of here! Help me get him down while I contact Oracle. Oracle, open the portal out of the Phantom Zone. We found him. We've got him.
Roger, Kara. I'm uplink to the Fortress's Sunstone mainframe. Triggering the projector now. Bring our boy in blue home.
Okay, so there you go. Those are the two ways to defeat the boss for two different feats. So one is a 1-star feat for the normal run, and then a 2-star feat for the slightly harder one. I mean, it's an event level, so you can't die in it, but it's going to be a little bit longer for that run. Okay, that is it from here. Thanks for watching.